Welcome to Museum Holic. I'm your host, Ann Pasek, and I am back for another content. And again, this is a monthly video content for Museum Holic, special monthly episode, National Dish. There is a little bit behind on this channel since lately I have some personal health issues, but I am back, and of course, we're back to the kitchen. Behind me are all the ingredients for the national dish of Canada. Stay tuned as we're going to make the national dish of Canada. In here, you will see the ingredients from making the potato french fries and all the way in making the gravy. So let's start with the french fries. So when you think about french fries, all you can think of it's a lot of work, but you can do that very simple, homemade. You can get a bag of potato. You can choose the Russet potato, the type of potato, or you can choose a different kind of potato, but I use the Russet potato for some reason, and I'll give you the reason. Just check the link below for more information, type of potatoes, what are the best to use for french fries. And the next one will be the cheese curd. If you cannot find cheese curd where you at, you can use that as just like the mozzarella, the regular mozzarella. Or if you want to go more adventure in cooking, you can use the bucatini. But I will use the cheese curd as we're gonna stick to the basic in making of the poutine. So that will be my french fries ingredients. Of course, I need the oil, canola oil. I can use olive oil, but because olive oil is not really good for a very high heat when it comes to cooking. I can use avocado oil because avocado oil is good for high heat, and it is specified on the back of the label, good for high heat cooking or for baking. So I'm gonna use this oil, the canola oil. Then of course you're gonna use the table salt. And that's for the french fries ingredients. Now let's go for the gravy. For the gravy ingredients, I'll be using beef. This is a beef broth that I made homemade. Garlic. There are 3 bulbs of garlic here. Onion. I use red onion. You can use different onion like the yellow or the white onion or the shallots, but I use red onion because this is what's available in the house. And you can use also a gravy mix. All you have to do is just add beef broth and this gravy mix and add a little bit of flour, then you will be able to have a simple gravy for your poutine. But what I'm gonna show you today is I will make homemade gravy out from the scratch using this ingredients only, but I will add a little bit, a handful of mushroom, because I want my gravy with a little bit of mushroom taste to it. So that will be the gravy ingredients. Right now I will be using 4 pieces of potato, since it's only for 1 serving. And I'm not gonna remove the skin, since this is an organic potato. I'll leave it on, and that's it. So this is the 4 Russet potatoes. I cut it in that shape in order for me to have the shape that I needed for French fries. And I will put that here on a bowl where there is a little bit of table salt. I just add a table salt so that before I fried the French fries or the potato, there is a little bit of saltiness to it. Then follow the instruction as we're going to continue making the poutine. In here you'll see the potato. Into this, I mix this with table salt, and we're doing the first fry, and then we'll go to the second frying procedure or process. As you can see, the oil is really hot, and what I did with the potato is I leave it dry here, dropping one on, and definitely it is really hot. You can hear it. So it means that is the best time to start. As you can see here, this is first batch of French fries, and I want the French fries to be freely floating in that hot oil, and then I will put that here in the parchment paper and leave it cool, and I will do the second step, the second fry. Now I have all of the French fries done, first fry, and this is only 1 serving just for me. That's why I make that amount, not too much, not too less. At least I'm in a good position to eat poutine and not really stuffed with all of this. This amount of butter I'm going to be using for gravy. Let's add the onion. Now let's add the garlic, the mushroom. I like a little bit of taste of mushroom into my gravy. Not much mushroom, otherwise it's going to be a mushroom gravy. Just stir that until it's translucent. A pinch of salt. Now I'm gonna add this amount of flour. Why do I need the flour? Well, this will help the gravy mixture to thicken. So just stir that slowly until it blends or mixes well with all the ingredients before you add slowly the broth. I'm using beef broth, just slowly. Remember, this is one serving, so it's not much gravy. Then I bring it to a boil until this will thicken enough. That since you have a smooth or fairly plain gravy, not like this. There is a chunk of onion and garlic and mushroom, but I want it that way. My gravy is done, so I will add a little bit of pepper. And it's already done. And I will set this aside while I'm waiting for my fries. So as you can see, there's a chunk of onion, garlic, and mushroom. Now we're doing the second fry of the fries. So I will put all together. As I mentioned, this is only one serving. I love to eat poutine, but everything must be in moderation. 2 minutes. The fries here. And I'll add the cheese curd, as you can see here. These are the cheese curd. As I mentioned earlier, if you don't have any cheese curd, if you cannot find it, just use mozzarella. I like lots of cheese. So as you can see, for one serving, that's already a lot. The gravy I put on top, and that's the finished homemade poutine. And I hope you can make your own poutine at your house, and if you don't, you can also go to any fast food that open poutine or restaurant. other restaurants that serve poutine. It's really, really good. And they put some other spices to it. So you can make the poutine at your own place. And if you don't want, just buy a bag of rice in the store and already made gravy. And that's how simple making poutine